friends, in our previous class, when we spoke about the success and excellence of any organization, we were reminded of leaders. Can you imagine Microsoft without Bill Gates, Reliance without Ambani's, Tata without J.R.D. Tata, or Wipro without Azim Premji? What I want to say is that leaders always play a key role for the success and excellence of any organization. Leadership is a set of interpersonal behavior designed to influence employees to cooperate in the achievement of objectives. Leadership is the process of influencing the behavior of people by making them strive towards achievement of organizational goals voluntarily. The leaders play a key role for the success of an organization through these interpersonal relationships with followers and motivation of the employees to contribute to achieving the goals of the organization. An examination of all the definitions of leaderships by authorities like George Terry, Harold and Haynes, Gay and Strake will reveal the features of leadership. What is the feature of leadership? It indicates the ability of an individual to influence others. Leadership tries to bring change in the behavior of others. Leadership indicates interpersonal relationship between leaders and followers. Leadership is exercised to achieve common goals of the organization. And of course, leadership is a continuous process. While discussing leadership, it is important to understand that there is a leader-follower relationship. Due credit should be given to followers-related factors like their skills, knowledge, commitment, willingness, team spirit, and cooperation, which makes a person an effective leader. Let us elaborately study the definition of Gay and Strake. He says, leadership is both a process and a property. How a process? The process of leadership is the use of non-coercive influence to direct and coordinate the activities of the members of an organized group towards the accomplishment of group objectives. As a property, leadership is the set of qualities or characteristics attributed to those who are perceived to successfully employ such influence. Gleick says, leadership is a set of interpersonal behaviors designed to influence employees to cooperate in the achievement of objectives. Leaderships are important and benefit the organizations. Managers are important, but leaders are vital for lasting organizational success, and this is aptly mentioned by Stephen Covey, a management consultant. Leaders commits his followers to organizational goals. He pools the needed resources, and he guides and motivates subordinates to reach the goals. Therefore, leadership influences the behavior and makes them positively contribute for the benefit of the organization. A leader creates a congenial work environment and he provides the needed confidence, the support and encouragement to all the workers. A leader overcomes the problems of resistance to change and he introduces it with minimum discontent. He inspires the people to accept it. A leader, he handles all the conflicts and all the adverse effects arising from conflicts, and he gives suitable clarification after allowing followers to ventilate their feelings. Leaders, they provide training to their subordinates and they help them to smooth succession processes. What are now exactly the qualities of a good leader. In all, about 18,000 traits were identified by researchers. An understanding of these helps the manager to acquire them through training and conscious efforts. The qualities of a good leader mentioned by authorities on this subject, they include physical features which determine the personality of an individual, like Stogel mentions, physical and constitutional factors, intelligence, self-confidence, sociability, will, and dominance. George Terry emphasizes, on the other hand, the energy, the emotional stability, the knowledge of human relations, motivation, communication, skill teaching abilities, the social skills, and the technical competence. A leader should be a good communicator. By this I mean a listener, a counselor, and a persuader. He should be an effective motivator and understand the needs of his people. High level of integrity and honesty are the key words. Wieslim described as courage, willpower, judgment, flexibility, knowledge, and integrity. A leader should have the courage and initiative to grab new opportunities for the advantage of the organization. Kiseli elaborates that supervisory ability, achievement, motivation, self-actualizing, intelligence, self-assurance, and decisiveness are good qualities. High level of self-confidence is required for difficult times, as mentioned in the words of Hill. Courage, self-confidence, moral qualities, self-sacrifice, paternalism, and fairness are required in a leader. Leader should be firm and decisive and not change his opinions frequently. Chester Bernard, an American management consultant, he says a leader should have vitality, decisiveness, persuasiveness, stability in behavior, and intellectual ability. He should be friendly, sociable with colleagues and followers. Thus, the qualities of a good leader, besides his health and endurance, are the required knowledge, the competence, the integrity and honesty, the courage and initiative, the communication skills of a good listener, teacher, counselor, and persuader, motivation skills, self-confidence, decisiveness, and social skills to understand people and to maintain human relations with all. An understanding of these qualities is required in the manager to acquire them through training and conscious efforts. Let us now discuss few leadership styles existing in an organization. There are several bases for classifying leadership styles. The most popular is based on the use of authority. They are three basic styles: autocratic, democratic, and laissez-faire, or the free rein leadership. If a manager is following an autocratic style, then communication is only one way, with the subordinate only acting according to the command given by the manager. The leader is dogmatic, that is, does not change or wish to be contradicted. An autocratic leader gives orders and he expects his subordinates to obey those. This leadership style is effective in getting production on time because it ensures labor productivity. Quick decision making is also facilitated. His following is based on the assumption that reward or punishment both can be given depending on the result. There can be variations of considering subordinates, their ideas also, but the decision is always their own. The second is the democratic or participative leadership. A democratic leader will develop action plans and he will make decisions in consultation with his subordinates. Leaders recognize that people perform best if they have their own set of objectives. They also need to respect the opinion of others and support subordinates. They exercise more control by using forces within the groups. This kind of leadership style is more common nowadays, since leaders also recognize that people perform best when they do their own duties and accomplish organizational objectives. The laissez-faire or the free-rein leadership is a leader who does not believe in the use of power unless absolutely essential. The followers are given a high degree of independence to formulate their own objectives and ways to achieve them. The group members work on their own tasks, revolving and resolving issues between themselves. The manager only supports them and supplies them the required information to complete the task assigned. The subordinate assumes responsibility for the work to be performed. The leader does not believe in the use of power unless it becomes absolutely essential. But now, let me tell you, depending upon the situation, a leader may choose to exercise a combination of these styles when required. When a free-rein leader would have certain rules to be followed while doing a work, and where a common democratic leader may have to take his own decision in an emergency situation. HCL Technologies is a company which has formulated a rather innovative approach to management, where employees come before customers. Every employee ranks their boss's boss, and at least 3 other company managers on a scale of 1 to 5. Then the results are posted online for everyone to see. This company realizes that a satisfied and secure employee can best focus on customer services. HCL has formed new strategic alliances and is embarking on a rather innovative approach to shared risk with customers. The point is that Indian companies aren't just innovating manufacturing methods, technologies and product design. Their leaders are also rethinking leadership and management to create an energized, creative team of employees focused on customer success. Let us now see how an individual who has the qualities of a leader works in a management scenario. An individual who is a leader in his role capacity is a visionary, a strategic thinker, and in a management environment, he applies it to productivity expertness, to enterprise building. An individual who is very focused as a leader and has a set direction and purpose, when in a management scenario, nurtures organizational structure. He establishes systems and processes. An individual whose approach and mission statement is very creative and clear, when given a role in a management, is able to deliver on the mission statement of the organization. An individual with a methodology to evaluate his strength, needs, and marketplace, organizes his teams, he plans his budgets, he sets timelines, and he maintains quality in a management scenario. Any individual who has a style to inspire people or who can foster commitment can also develop talent and solve problems in a larger perspective. An individual who is very outcome-based, who reaches his goals and objectives in a management also works effectively and efficiently and manages all the projects towards greater success. That is why organizations emphasize on improving communication skills of managers as well as employees. Directing ability of managers will depend on his communication skills and how effectively understood by his subordinates. So, next class we shall study communication as a key role in the success of a manager.